Guys, what's going on? Today I will share with you my personal impressions on a Tom Ford fragrance. This one came out in 2012 as a part of their signature collection, not the private blends. I have the impression it is mostly marketed towards men based on their marketing campaign and advertisements, but I do believe women can easily pull this off based on how the fragrance smells itself. So let's just dive ahead into this review. This will be about Tom Ford Noir. It is an eau de parfum fragrance, and basically, when you first smell this, three notes will just hit you right in the face. You have a very heavy dose of patchouli, a very thick and heavy patchouli, very deep and earthy. Also, you will get amber, a very warm amber, and also iris. Now, it is not that typical fresh and light breezy iris that you will get out of Dior Homme or Dior Homme Intense. It is more the iris you will find in Dior Homme Parfum. It is not the heaviest ingredient in here, but it is one of the three easily detectable notes in this composition. Um, what does this make me think of? Two things directly came to mind with the fragrance, and that's first of all, when I was little, drawing stuff as a child with crayons, the actual smell of crayons does remind me of this fragrance, and also the iris makes it powdery. Now, it is not that typical makeup kind of powdery vibe to this that you will get out of the Dior Homme fragrances, but it does make it powdery on itself. So you get a earthy, powdery, oriental vibe that is very seductive and mysterious. Some people with little to no experience in fragrances might consider this to be a grandma's kind of perfume. Because of that iris, it does have a, I wouldn't say dated feel to it, because that would be entirely false, but it does make it for a mature kind of gentleman at that. A kind of guy who knows what he wants and has experience in life. Kind of guy who wants to go out on a date with a very classy lady, to a very nice restaurant, dressed sharp like I am today. Um, it is a very warm fragrance, and I think the purpose was to do an evening kind of scent, or for the colder months of the year. This would suit perfectly for winter and fall. I wouldn't suggest wearing this one in the spring or even summer. Those are not the right times a year to wear this fragrance. Maybe in the evening when it starts to cool down, but I do think this one is mostly suited for colder weather. So, would I wear this to work? Of course, I would personally, because I really don't care what other people think about my fragrance. I just wear what I want on that specific day of the year. But I don't think this is very suited for a office kind of environment where you meet a lot of new people, or if you are a salesman and you have to be professional all day meeting new clients or having business deals. this might be a little offensive. Um, I would not suggest it for those occasions. It is mostly a night out scent with the missus, um, or going to a formal event in the evening, a classy occasion where you dress sharp and want to stand out of the crowd, because this fragrance really makes you stand out of the crowd. Like I said, it is not made to please the masses. It is just made to seduce and to make you feel very warm and tender, unique and seductive. So, like I said, the three notes that will mostly stand out of this composition are patchouli, amber, and iris, but I checked this one out on Fragrantica, and there are a lot of other ingredients in there which help to give this fragrance complexity, and that really gives you a different impression as it starts to dry down. You will still detect the first sniffs, the first impressions of the opening as it dries down, but you get other notes combined with the initial three as well. There should be leather in there, vanilla, opoponax, other stuff like spicy notes, apple, you name it, it's in there. It's very complex. My nose is not trained well enough to detect every fragrance itself, every note itself. But if Fragrantica says it's in there, well, we sure have to believe them, right? Um, Performance and longevity, guys. This fragrance does not disappoint. When I saw the ingredients list on the back, I was a little worried because, as you see, the second ingredient is water and not fragrance or perfume. But it is really strong. You only have to spray a little to go a long way, and it does project heavy for the first hours. Even after a couple of hours, it's still very detectable. Overall, for the price point that they are selling this fragrance, I do think it is worth it if you are into this kind of fragrance. If you like these kind of notes, then I would definitely check it out. I would consider this a try. I wouldn't say this is a blind buy. I would not say this is a pass, because it is a very high quality fragrance. It could have been easily in their private blend collection, to me personally. But they didn't. They made this for the general public, and you can find this in most department stores. So if you haven't heard from this fragrance, Tom Ford Noir, then you should definitely check it out and see if you like this. I really do, and who knows, I might get a full bottle or a decant when I run out of this sample. But because it is such a performance beast, this one, I think I will be able to enjoy my sample for a lot of new occasions. So we will just have to wait and see. Alright guys, if you have any questions or want to ask me something about this fragrance, just comment down below. And as always, thank you for watching. Have a nice day. Bye bye.